When it comes to staying healthy as we age, vitamins seem like a no-brainer. They're supposed to fill in the gaps, boost our energy, protect our muscles, and help us stay strong and independent. But what if I told you that some of the most common vitamins seniors are taking could actually be making them weaker? The truth is, the way our bodies process vitamins changes as we get older. What once worked well in our 30s or 40s can start causing problems later in life. In fact, certain vitamins, especially when taken in the wrong amounts or in the wrong forms, can lead to muscle loss, fatigue, poor balance, and even an increased risk of falls and fractures. The really scary part? Many of these vitamins are sold over the counter, marketed as healthy, and taken daily without a second thought. But don't worry, knowledge is power. Today, we're breaking down 5 common vitamins that could be doing more harm than good for seniors. And more importantly, we'll show you what you should be taking instead to protect your muscles, boost your strength, and stay energized for the long haul. Let's dive in and set the record straight. 1. Excess vitamin A. First on the list of hidden muscle saboteurs is something you might not expect: excess vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for good vision, immune function, and healthy skin. But when it comes to seniors, getting too much vitamin A, especially from supplements, can quietly become a serious health problem. The biggest issue is that high levels of vitamin A can actually lead to bone thinning. When bones become thinner and weaker, they provide less support for the muscles that surround them. This combination of weaker bones and weaker muscles dramatically increases the risk of falls, fractures, and mobility loss as we age. Studies have shown that seniors who consistently take large doses of vitamin A, either through supplements or fortified foods, have a higher risk of hip fractures compared to those with moderate intake. It's a classic case of too much of a good thing turning into a hidden threat. On top of that, excess vitamin A can contribute to muscle fatigue and stiffness. High levels interfere with vitamin D function, which is crucial for maintaining strong, flexible muscles. When vitamin D can't do its job properly, muscles become less responsive, and seniors may start feeling weaker or more tired without realizing the cause. And here's the thing: most seniors aren't deficient in vitamin A to begin with. In fact, if you're eating a relatively balanced diet, including dairy products, eggs, and orange or green vegetables, you're already getting plenty. Instead of relying on high-dose vitamin A supplements, focus on beta-carotene, a plant-based form of vitamin A found in foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and butternut squash. Your body will naturally convert beta-carotene into vitamin A only as needed, preventing dangerous overload. This way, you get all the benefits of healthy vision and immune support, without weakening your bones and muscles. When it comes to vitamin A, trust your food first, and only supplement under the guidance of a healthcare professional if it's truly necessary. 2. High-dose iron supplements without deficiency. Next up on the list of hidden muscle killers, high-dose iron supplements, especially when they're taken without a real deficiency. Iron is an important mineral. It helps carry oxygen through your blood and supports energy production throughout your body. But here's the problem: if your iron levels are already normal, taking extra iron can quietly cause more harm than good, especially for seniors. Excess iron in the body leads to a condition called iron overload. When there's too much iron circulating in the bloodstream, it acts like a toxin, generating oxidative stress. This means it creates free radicals that damage healthy cells, inflame tissues, and weaken muscles over time. Instead of feeling energized and strong like you might expect from a supplement, seniors with iron overload often experience the opposite: chronic fatigue, joint pain, muscle weakness, increased stiffness, and soreness. On top of that, high iron levels can strain the liver, heart, and pancreas, leading to wider health complications that ultimately rob your body of the resilience and energy you need to stay independent. The tricky part is that iron supplements are easy to overuse. They're marketed everywhere, from multivitamins to energy boosters. But unless a doctor has diagnosed a real iron deficiency through blood work, extra iron isn't just unnecessary, it's risky. If you haven't been diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia, it's best to get your iron from natural food sources like spinach, lentils, lean meats, quinoa, and fortified whole grains. These foods provide iron in moderate amounts along with other nutrients that protect muscle strength, like magnesium, potassium, and fiber. And if you do need supplementation, it's critical to work closely with your healthcare provider to monitor your iron levels over time. More isn't better. The right balance is key to maintaining strong, healthy muscles. 3. Calcium without vitamin D or K2. At number 3, we have a very common mistake, taking calcium supplements without vitamin D or vitamin K2. Calcium is crucial for bone health. That's not up for debate. But taking large amounts of calcium alone without the right supporting vitamins can actually backfire, especially in seniors. Here's why. When you take calcium without enough vitamin D and K2, your body may not know where to send it. Instead of driving calcium into your bones, where it belongs, your body might start depositing it into your arteries and soft tissues. This can lead to hardening of the arteries, atherosclerosis, poor circulation, increased blood pressure, and, ironically, weaker overall health, including muscle fatigue and stiffness. Poor blood flow starves muscles of oxygen and nutrients, making them weaker, slower to recover, and more prone to cramping and injury. Over time, this hidden calcium imbalance doesn't just impact strength, it increases the risk of heart disease and serious mobility problems. And unfortunately, a lot of seniors are taking basic calcium supplements without realizing they're missing the critical pieces of the puzzle. If you're taking calcium, always pair it with vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium efficiently from the gut into the bloodstream. Vitamin K2 directs that calcium into the bones and away from the arteries, preventing dangerous buildup. You can get these nutrients from food too. Foods like salmon, egg yolks, leafy greens, fermented foods like natto, and hard cheeses are all excellent natural sources of vitamin D and K2. Choosing a combined supplement that includes calcium, D3, and K2 together can also be a smart move, especially under your doctor's supervision. The goal isn't just to have more calcium in your body, it's to make sure it's being used properly to build strong bones, support healthy circulation, and protect muscle function for years to come. 4. Synthetic vitamin E, DL-alpha tocopherol. Coming in at number 4 is a sneaky one that most people don't even realize they're taking. Synthetic vitamin E, specifically labeled as DL-alpha tocopherol. Vitamin E is often marketed as a powerful antioxidant, and in its natural form, it is. But the synthetic version of vitamin E, which is found in many cheap multivitamins and standalone supplements, doesn't work the same way inside the body. First, synthetic vitamin E is not as easily absorbed or utilized by the body compared to natural vitamin E, which you'll see labeled as D-alpha tocopherol or mixed tocopherols. Even worse, studies have linked high doses of synthetic vitamin E to increased inflammation, higher stroke risk, and nutrient imbalances in seniors. Instead of protecting your cells from oxidative stress like natural vitamin E should, the synthetic form can actually interfere with the absorption of other essential antioxidants, like vitamin K, beta-carotene, and vitamin A. Without these nutrients working together, your muscles and connective tissues are left more vulnerable to damage, stiffness, and slower recovery. Over time, this can translate into faster muscle breakdown, poor circulation, and greater weakness, making it much harder to stay active and maintain independence. Another hidden risk is that many seniors are already taking blood thinners for heart conditions. Synthetic vitamin E, especially in high doses, can further thin the blood, creating a dangerous situation where even minor injuries could lead to serious bleeding problems. Better alternative. If you're looking to supplement vitamin E, choose natural sources instead. Look for supplements that list D-alpha tocopherol, or even better, mixed tocopherols on the label. These include multiple types of vitamin E that the body can recognize and use properly. Even better, get your vitamin E through whole foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, avocado, and olive oil. These foods not only supply natural vitamin E, but also a wide range of antioxidants and healthy fats that work together to protect muscles, strengthen tissues, and fight inflammation. Natural vitamin E supports strong muscles and better recovery. The synthetic version, unfortunately, can do just the opposite. 5. Excessive B6 supplements. Finally, rounding out our list of hidden muscle saboteurs is vitamin B6, specifically taking too much B6 through high-dose supplements. Vitamin B6 is essential for many body functions, including nerve health, metabolism, and immune support. But as with so many good things, more isn't always better. When seniors take large amounts of B6 over time, especially doses higher than 100 milligrams per day, it can quietly cause serious problems. High doses of B6 have been linked to nerve toxicity, a condition where the nerves become damaged and stop working properly. And since nerves control muscle movement, balance, and coordination, this kind of damage can quickly translate into muscle weakness, loss of control, tingling sensations, and an increased risk of falls. Even worse, B6 nerve toxicity doesn't show up overnight. It can creep in slowly over months or years, starting with small symptoms like hand numbness, shaky balance, or slight muscle fatigue. And by the time it's recognized, significant damage may have already been done. For seniors who are already vulnerable to muscle loss and balance problems, this added risk can seriously impact independence and quality of life. Instead of high-dose B6 supplements, it's safer to stick to low or moderate amounts, typically around 2 to 10 milligrams per day, unless otherwise directed by a healthcare provider. Better yet, focus on getting vitamin B6 naturally from foods like bananas, chickpeas, fortified whole grains, salmon and tuna, and avocados. Food-based B6 is very safe, easy for the body to regulate, and provides additional nutrients that work synergistically to protect muscles and nerves. The goal is to support nerve health and energy production without overloading the system, keeping muscles strong, responsive, and coordinated as you age. Vitamins are supposed to help us stay strong, healthy, and active. But as we've seen today, the wrong vitamins in the wrong amounts can actually weaken seniors over time. We uncovered 5 common pitfalls. Excess vitamin A, which can thin the bones and sap muscle support. High-dose iron supplements without a real deficiency, which inflame the body and exhaust muscle tissue. Calcium without vitamin D or K2, which can harden arteries instead of strengthening bones. Synthetic vitamin E, which can weaken antioxidant defenses and harm muscle recovery. Excessive B6 supplements, which can silently damage the nerves that control muscles and balance. Each of these can chip away at strength, energy, and independence if not managed carefully. But here's the good news. With the right knowledge and a few smart choices, you can protect your muscles, improve your mobility, and stay resilient at any age. Focus on natural food sources of essential nutrients. Choose balanced supplements that work with your body, not against it. And most importantly, consult with a healthcare provider before starting or adjusting any vitamin regimen. Healthy muscles are built in the kitchen just as much as in the gym, and they're protected by making sure the right nutrients are going to the right places at the right time. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to smarter choices, stronger bodies, and a healthier, more vibrant life. Because staying strong isn't just possible, It's within your control.